Oh yeah! Welcome to the fourth installment of the IroncladLion squad leading tutorial series. I'm your host Mufasa. In this video, we'll be talking all about adaptability. This video includes reacting to the enemy, battlefield awareness, and improvising in the field. If you've been watching this tutorial series and have been thinking,
"Gee, Mufasa, all the stuff seems really basic. When do we get to the advanced stuff?"
strap yourself in, kiddo. It's about to get spicy in here.
Our first example has a number of things going on. I'm currently moving my squad to Upper District Center, and I make sure to place my rally point down away from the central flag, so it will not get destroyed. We left a radio inside Market while Squad 3 offloaded supplies. Squad Leader 3 will build a hab while we have our scout behind to assist him. I chose to quickly move the rest of my squad to Upper District Center instead of stay to build a fob, because our team is struggling to hold slums. This way, we can prevent the enemy from capturing slums and at least put the points into double neutral. We've also been informed that a full enemy squad is approaching from our north, so we'll tell our squad to get into the cap point, then set up to defend the north side. We tell our squad members to get into the flag before engaging so we can start capping while we fight the enemy. We've now successfully defended our position and prevented the enemy from gaining a foothold in Upper District. As a squad leader, your job is to utilize your squad as efficiently as possible, with no members being left idle. In this example, our squad has attempted a fortress rush, but we were unable to wipe the enemy squad off the point quick enough. Our squad is now no longer at an active cap point and is not being useful. We must quickly redeploy to help our team. Looking at the map, we can see that our squad is now out of position. The enemy team controls Hilltop, and our team failed to secure Small Village. We must quickly gather our troops back into our Logi truck and head down to Small Village. We don't have time to remove our fob, so we'll leave it here at Fortress. Understand that making mistakes is natural as a squad leader, but you must be quick to correct your mistakes. Not taking action is what can ultimately lose a game. Adapt and rally your squad. Here I've had my whole squad spawn at main and take a Logi to village. While it might seem like a good idea to spawn at Small Village, it is no longer an active point. My squad would be most useful securing the last objective and building a new fob for the team. If your squad is already busy holding the front line, make sure to give callouts to friendly squads in command chat so they can deal with the enemy threat. We've marked an enemy fob near compound which we cannot destroy because we are holding slums with squad 1. However, this opens up an opportunity for squad 3, 4, and 6 to flank and attack the enemy fob. We've sent our scout out to the west to get behind the enemy forces to lay mines and plant IEDs, but the rest of our squad should stay on the front line to hold back the enemy. Call out enemies, mark them on the map, and look for opportunities. As a squad leader, you are playing an RTS, not an FPS. Your job is to evaluate the battlefield and command your troops. Check your map often, and get used to moving with it open at all times. This round in Sumari, I've spotted an opportunity by using the map. I can clearly see that the enemy team is occupying the southern side of the map and attempting to push materials site. I've decided to build our hab far to the west, in the trees above police station and courtyard. Since we are militia, the hab blends well into the trees. This will allow our team to spawn in behind the enemy, catching them off guard and allowing us to secure the remaining points. This is not a tactic that will work every game, but it takes advantage of the fact the enemy team is ignoring their northern flank. If you recognize a weakness in the enemy's formation, exploit it. In this example on Sumari, the enemy has sent their main force to the north, allowing us to freely move through the south side of the map. We already have a backup fob placed to the southwest, and the absence of the enemy will allow us to build a fob right on the enemy's doorstep near school. After speaking with them in command chat, Squad 3 and 5 are confident they can hold police station. Squad 2 and 4 are holding palace, while we will secure the front line and hold school. This kind of maneuver is only possible with constant communication between squad leaders. In addition to planning ahead, it's also important to understand your enemy and counter common strategies. In this example, since the rest of the squads are holding the front line at Mosque, I decide to take my squad to hunt down the enemy radio. When performing these special orders, it can be a good idea to instruct your squad to hold fire, as attracting attention can compromise the mission. Sure enough, as my squad searches the area, they find the enemy radio.
Did anyone see their radio?
Mufasa on me. Mufasa, you're right here. You're left.
Given that you as a squad leader do not have the glorious Shuvel, you are better off covering your squad members while they dig. With this little maneuver we are pulling, we will remove the enemy team's spawn point, allowing our team to advance easily. Our last topic of this video will cover improvising in the field, where quick thinking and a bit of creativity can dismantle even an organized enemy team. Here the enemy team has grouped their 3 strikers together. A battle our Chadbox and 30mm BTR cannot hope to win. We've ordered our armor to stay back, while I quickly get a radio and cornet placed down. I have placed the cornet where the tube has line of sight to the strikers, but is difficult to spot. This allows us to decisively destroy 2 of the 3 enemy strikers without risking our armor.
He's running away.
Roger.
There's one more to the left of that too.
Is there still another striker in the area?
Once only a single striker remains, I get an exact mark for our BTR, who will rapidly assault the shaken enemy striker crew. In under a minute, we have destroyed 3 enemy strikers with no loss of armor and minimal squad casualties. I then hustled down the hill to place a repair station for our vehicles. In this example, we've told Squad 4 to place a radio down and build a hab, while we supply them with our logi, and move our squad onto the point to reinforce. While we have the northwest side of radio station secure, we need to push the enemy out of the southeast side. To accomplish this, I'll place down 2 mortars to bombard the other side before we push. While this fob does not have enough supplies for continuous mortar fire, it has just enough for a suppressive barrage. Once mortar rounds are in the air, I gather the troops around me to push forward and drive the enemy out. I have to duck behind the cement barricade briefly when an enemy MRAP pulls around to defend. I instruct my squad to shoot the gunner out while I get a few smokes tossed. Once my squad tells me the gunner is dead, I tell everyone to move in and secure the buildings. We now have a much better position to engage the enemy from. We also stumbled upon an enemy tow, which I had a squad member rebuild so we could use it. While it was a bit of a gamble and didn't end up helping, it was worth a shot. We've now thoroughly driven the enemy team out of radio station and secured the point. The last clip of this video is probably the best representation of adaptability I have. The enemy team has barricaded themselves inside of this brick building and blocked most of the entrances with sandbags. Usually, we would simply dig down the sandbags and force our way in, but I noticed we are in range of a friendly radio that has some leftover build supplies. I decide to place down a ladder as I notice it might be within reach of the second floor window.
Oh my god, yes.
With the element of surprise, the enemy does not expect us to be on the second floor, and clearing the building is easy. I let my squad know that the enemy radio is in the first room on the left, and that I'll clear the rest of the building while they dig. Remember that the best plan is often the one your opponent least expects. Be creative, adapt your plan, and counter the enemy. And maybe get some knife kills while you're at it. If you have any questions, I'm Mufasa, and I run the IroncladLion channel on Twitch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.